Captain, you have an Alpha priority communication from Starfleet Command.
Acknowledged.
Alright guys, welcome back to Miniature Adventures. So, what do we have for you today? What is this? Well, before we get into that, I'd just like to ask if you could subscribe. It really does help the channel. Hit that like button if you like it. And it just, the YouTube algorithm just really kind of likes those things. And it will really, really help the channel. I'm hoping to do a giveaway once we hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed so far. Absolutely amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you all. So, but you're not here for that. What are you here for? Do you even know? So, today we're going to be looking at probably my third favorite franchise, sci-fi franchise. Maybe fourth. I'm not too sure. It's definitely Aliens, and then it's Star Wars, and I can't tell if it's Stargate and then Star Trek or Star Trek and then Stargate. I'm a fickle beast. Anyway, so this is the captain's office from LV427. Now, this is modeled off the, I would say the Galaxy class starship, the Enterprise-D kind of thing. So if you've seen that series, The Next Generation, you'll be pretty familiar with this. Very good little kind of design. I love the way it's recreated everything, including the bog. I love the fact we have the replicators. A few things to note. It does have some customizable pieces. So we do have a screen, which will basically slot this in there. You can do it different colors. You could do, in theory, you could print off. I'm actually thinking of printing off like some Lacars stuff to do it, and you could do for different missions. And then you also have one for here for the view screen. So maybe, I think Picard has a picture of the Enterprise painted. You could put that there, or you could put something else, or anything you...
A lot of things can happen.
else, or anything you really want. The layout of the room also, if we bring it forward and kind of tilt it, you can see these are really kind of customizable. We can put the sofa there. Maybe in this one the captain wants to kind of be there and be there, or we could put this sofa kind of straight. Now you get a desk, really kind of cool. I like the little coffee cup that you got on there and the pad. You get two chairs. Again, you know, kind of their normal. This piece is printed separately, and then this piece is separately. I love that kind of design. And then the couch. It's kind of the same kind of couch that you got in the Viper's Lounge and things, which I really like. So if you already have that set, you don't need to print this off. You can just kind of have a box filled. But we don't care about the little pieces. We want to see the train, don't we? So this is the entranceway. So the bridge would kind of be here, and they do have some doors and things that match. I didn't print them off because I actually assumed they were very similar, but they're actually slightly different. We've got some storage here, a little bit of wispy. My printer has started doing some wisps. I'm not sure why. I thought I cleaned them off. Oh, well, anyway. Ramble. Got some nice storage here, which I really kind of like. I like the fact that they always use this kind of flooring, and that to me is great because we could paint this like a carpet color, but you could also do it as metal cladding. Now these could in theory be used for any of the Star Trek kind of related. You could use them, I think, with some of the other stuff. I believe the doors are very similar, so that's really kind of cool. And I love the fact that we have the normal kind of paneling that just molds it into everything else. So next we have the rest of it. So this, if you remember, is the lionfish he has. There's a replicator there. And then we've got storage here, which I really like. And like I say, here there is an insert that basically just like slides in, and we can put different things in there. And then I like the little attention to details. We have a little kind of, let's see if we can see, cabinet, kind of like a little cupboard. We've got a bog, if the Americans, a toilet, more cabinets, more, and then kind of some kind of replicator thing there. So I really like the look of that. And you could glue this together, or you could, you know, separate it, but pretty much it's designed to go with the bridge, and then from the bridge you'll have the observation lounge that we had previously. So I really like the fact that this is going to appeal for a lot of the Star Trek adventure people that play. You could in theory use it for away missions, but you could use it in the Alien universe. This is just a different style ship, especially the way you paint it. Doesn't have to be you know, painted Star Trek colors. We could paint it anyway that we want. There is also a couple of stencils I believe you can get off printables. Someone in the LV427 group, I believe, posted it, that actually has stencils for the Weyland-Yutani. So in theory you could plaster Weyland-Yutani all over this if you wanted to. But I like the fact that we have that. And then if we bring in the lounge, just the fact that it all kind of, you know, mix and matches. Now in theory, yeah, see, in theory we could build this ship however we want. So we can have, you know, the captain's off the observation lounge, and then here comes to the bridge. We could do a two-way corridor whereby you've got the captain's quarters, you've got the lounge, and then the bridge. There's no real set way of doing things. So I like that we've got that kind of customizable options. So that's it, guys, really. That is the captain's office. I believe soon we've got coming up is the Explorer's Bridge, it's called, which is basically the Galaxy class bridge. And then we're probably going to be looking at engineering as well, so we can kind of look at that. But don't worry, we're not straying too far from Alien. If you like the aliens, we've got other bits coming up for that. And we have a Papsicles video coming up for the October release, which is all of the Alien Earth miniatures. So I'm kind of excited for that. So that's it, guys. If you're a huge Star Trek fan, this is well worth grabbing. If you're an Alien fan, it's definitely worth grabbing for different kind of styles of ships. That's it, guys. Thanks very much for listening, watching, and we'll see you next time.